Hi everyone, it's been a little while since my last video, and today I wanted to come back on, say hello, but also talk a little bit about some phenomena that's been happening for me and wondering if it's happening to you as well. So I was away and I was up at the flood zone Northern Rivers, and I will do a video about that, and I most likely will put that up on my Odyssey account, so I'll go into more details there. So I don't really love sharing too much about spiritual energetics online, but I feel that maybe this might help people or be of positive benefit, or maybe make people feel not so alone if they are experiencing this. So what's been happening is I've noticed there's been definitely two timelines, and these timelines are very close and similar to each other. That I have been witnessing. So I have experienced and had the horrific dreams and visions that I get about other timelines. But in those other timelines, I'm around different people. The place looks a little bit different. I even look a little bit different. Still the same, but a little bit different. But with what's been happening these last, few weeks, it's been very similar timelines. Now, they did activate CERN again not long ago, and I would say that's probably playing a part, and also probably what's helping to bring in. So there's this guy, he's called Geordie Rose. I need to go back a little bit. So this is going back years and years ago from a lot of information, and he was like the inventor, the creator, the spokesperson for quantum computers and for the D-Wave. Now, on his conferences and his TED Talks, he was talking about how they could reach into other dimensions and actually even take resources. So they've got this technology, and their technology is extremely advanced. So, a lot of people have no idea about the advancements in technology they do have, especially with AI, and AI basically getting full reins. Everything's coming from the supercomputer right now. So they can actually go into and take resources. So my conclusion with the experiences that I've been having with these two different timelines that I'm living in simultaneously is that maybe with all the rains and stuff, because it's like, where's all this rain coming from? Where are they getting all this from? So is it that a manipulation of these two timelines that are very similar, close timelines? So if you don't know what the Mandela effect is, then I would also suggest go look into that, because that's going to give you a lot more information. So there was some experiences that I've had, one in particular, well, two. I'll talk about the two of them to give you an idea, and probably to try and round off what it is I'm trying to say here. So I get horrific dreams and visions. I'm highly intuitive, and etc. etc. And I do have sometimes out-of-body experiences where I'm fully aware that my body's asleep, but I'm outside my body. So this usually happens when I'm in deep meditative practices. I've been fasting, really cutting back on my calories. So I know that I'm going to maybe experience that type of phenomena. But with what I experienced at my friend's place, so this was, I think it was the first day, the second flooding, but the first day with the big rains. And it was the early hours of the morning, and I was awake, and I heard her, because her room was at the front of the house, and I heard her speaking to a male voice, and it felt to me like it was a SES or a fire brigade, or it was a couple of blokes, and they had two trucks, and they were going around checking on people. It wasn't to evacuate us, but it was just to check on and to see how many people were in the house, and they'll keep us updated if we needed to evacuate. So I could hear her talking with this male, like clear as day. I was wide awake, and then I heard them leave, because okay, bye love, they said goodbye, and I heard them leave, and I heard them get into their trucks, the trucks starting, and I even saw the lights of their trucks or their cars going by like the window. And I actually got up, and and I called out to my friend. I called her name, but she was sleeping, because I could hear her sleeping, that soft snoring. And I was like, oh wow, that was quick that she fell asleep that quickly. And I thought, oh well, I'll just ask her in the morning. And then I went back to sleep, and then I asked her in the morning, and she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I said, you were talking to two guys, one in particular, and it's like they come to check up on us. And she's like, I wasn't talking to anyone. No one came, no one knocked on my door. There was no one there. And I was like, okay, this is totally like a different timeline now. But obviously it's a very similar one because I'm still experiencing the same things even in this other timeline, just slight differences. And I was fine in the floods. We were up high, so it was okay. There was, there was no problem with us. And plus they cleaned all the drains after the first flood in Mullumbimby. And so Mullumbimby was fine. There was no flooding with the second one. I don't know with what's coming, what's going to happen, but hopefully with those drains being cleaned, it will be a lot easier for the people there. And then, and I was experiencing similar things, even after that. And then again, the other night, I experienced it. Like I'd come home, I'm in Melbourne, and my cat sleeps on the floor in my room, on her bed, on the floor. And it was again, early hours in the morning, and I could hear like my cat, going to throw up. And now anyone who owns a pet knows that feeling, like when you hear them start to, dry reaching and then they're going to throw up, you get up half asleep, and I heard like my cat throw up, and I was like, oh, Kitty, that's okay, and I get up, I turn the light on, and she's in her bed looking at me like, what are you talking about? And there was nothing, like she hadn't thrown up anywhere, there was nothing, everything was clean. And I was like, geez, it's happened again. So there was a couple of other experiences too where I experienced that phenomena. So I want to put the call out there. If you've also experienced this, if you're experiencing a different timeline, so you're fully awake, but you are like, hearing, seeing things, but it's not like happening. So if that's happened to you, I'd really love to document and get some information of who else is experiencing these things, and so we can start to put some dots together. So, and again, check out the Mandela effect, CERN, that activated CERN. So the CERN can do a lot of weird things, and so I'm just wondering if other people are also experiencing, a different timeline, and they're waking up and not sure. So maybe this is going to be a choice for us. Maybe we get to choose which one we're going in, or maybe, as I said earlier, they may be using this other very similar, very close to us timeline to get those resources in and to use it for the weather manipulation and modification that they're trying to do on us for their agenda. So it's really interesting phenomenon. I've told a couple of people and they just like freak out going, oh my God, that's so freaky. It's not freaky to me because we are multidimensional, multi-layered. I mean, there's so much to us. There's so much more to us that we are not told. We are not taught. We're not taught about energy systems. We're not taught about our consciousness. We're not taught about how magnificent we are. We're not taught about the different realms around us. And even within us, we're not taught that we are the universe. We are made of the same organic compounds as this universe, as this earth. They don't want us to know that. They want us to be dependent. They want us to be, to not stand in our power and our magnificence, because that is a threat to those that want to take over this earth and rule this earth, which they're doing a pretty good job of it. So hopefully more and more people will start to step up and say, no, that's enough, and I don't consent to this, and start to get more curious in learning a little bit more about the wonders of who we are. And it's all within us, it's all within us. So that's what I wanted to share today. I hope everyone's doing really well. I am busy with clients, so if you're like a session, definitely you can book with me. There's a little bit of a waiting list, but there is availability from the end of next week and then following on. So happy to work with you. So definitely get in touch if you're like that. Online sessions are available. I do have clients around different parts of Australia, even overseas. So you are welcome to even do online session with me if you're not in Melbourne and not able to do face to face. So, you know, private message me if you're experiencing similar things to what I've just said, or leave a comment. It's up to you. All right, guys, till next time, follow your bliss, be enjoy, lots of love, love, love. Bye.